Well, hello. Thank you for coming back to my channel. I appreciate it. Well, these I cut last week. Ended up with 6 beams. They are measuring 4.5 inches wide, and they're I think they're 5.5 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and use these 3 right here. I'm going to bring down. I'm going to save those. They're the nicest ones, full length, for the roof area. And then these other 3 over here aren't quite as nice, but they got to be shorter because they're going to be for the foundation. So I've got to get them cut, but I got to make room, and I got to store these off here. So I'm going to drop them straight down here, stack 2 high, and then one next to it, 2 high and 2 wide for now. And they can just sit there, and hopefully these will dry out and get lighter. I mean, this log was originally cut down maybe 3 years ago, but it's just super slow drying when you leave it as a whole log. You get it like this, they dry pretty fast. As it gets hotter here, I'm going to need to move them to a shady spot, otherwise they'll start cracking really bad because they'll dry too quickly. But they're 27.5 feet long, and depending on what I've got to cut off of them, which doesn't look like much, my goal would be to have, you know, a 6 or a 7 foot overhang for a porch off one end of the building. I'm going to put a door on both ends of this building, and the back side, we'll call it, it's going to have a place. I'm going to build a carport over it after I'm done building this building. I mentioned this in the last video, but it's going to be for the tractor. And why am I putting a door on both ends? Just because I work all over this place, and I might just want to go in through that end, and it'll just be easier. And I've got the materials. I can make the materials to make my own doors, so why not? Secondly, the windows that are being given to me, they don't have any screens. They don't open. They're single pane. They'll be a nice project because they got a lot of dry rot on them, and I'm going to repair them one of 2 different ways, which we'll get into later. They're very large windows, so put a lot of light in there, but no airflow really. So eventually I want to make my own screen doors, put one on either end, and then I can open it up and have a nice cross draft going through there when I'm working in the summer in that building. All right, let's get to work. You need to move, Sage. Move. So let's see if I can get 20 or 21 feet. That looks decent. Close enough. I'm gonna let this stuff soak in. It's getting late. I'll go ahead tomorrow, finish getting these dialed in. I've got some 2x6s. Once I've squared everything up and cut these, I'll take one 2x6 on this end, one on that end, anchor everything into place, anchor all these down with these galvanized 8-inch nails. Hopefully you can see those. Those will go in, they'll drop on down, they'll go in about 3 inches down into this. One for each post. That'll keep it in place. Then I'll come along, I've already got the wood, and I'll start making my floor joist, getting that done. Once that's done, I gotta start milling again. All right, so this trailer houses a bunch of shorter 2x6s, some 2x4s, and some other materials too. A few different miscellaneous things, but a lot of the 2x6s on here, I'm going to start hauling down there. The 2x8s are over here to my left on top of that frame for the next cabin build, which, by the way, will be moved over here where I'm standing. I'm filling in here. I'm backfilling with dirt. Get this level. I'm going to move this over here and clear out a few trees here and clear out a bunch of sagebrush. This is a good sunny area, so I get a lot of good sunshine. So I'm going to do an Appalachian build here instead of up on my upper property. I may do one up there too later, but I'm going to do one here for now. So I'm going to move this foundation over here. I'm going to use a lot of this material I made. It's going to take all of it on this current workshop build. But the nice thing is, all this area here is not far from my work area, and it's got a great view of the mountains over here. It's not a super clear view because I got a lot of trees, but I love the trees. So I'm going to get busy, start hauling some of this. I need to figure out the links I want to bring in to start building underneath that structure that I'm going to do my floor joist on. Go ahead and get started on this. I've had a woodpecker here pecking at this log all over. Had all kinds of holes in it from it. I got at least 5, 1, 2, oh more than that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes it has pecked into this thing. So maybe there's bugs in it even after the fire, I suppose. I don't know. Still rubs in there, but it's just enough to be snug. All right, so those two ends, the top and bottoms are made. I'm gonna go ahead and make all these so I can torch all the bottom ones at the same time. All right, Sage, let's go out here and get to work. So let's see here. I've got 2 more of these to put in on this side. We'll go ahead and pull this out temporarily. Okay, let's do it this way. I got room in here. There we go. Have to level it out. No, I'll have to get behind it. Whoa. Let's try this one. Thanks for watching this week. Next week I'll start on the floor joist. Please come back, continue watching me put this together. When I'm done with all the videos, I'll do a consolidated one and do the whole build in one fell swoop.